my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. I always say that. Do you have any idea how many times I have to edit out this exact intro? Welcome back to the rabbit hole. In today's video, we are doing a haul. There we go. In today's video, I'm going to be hauling everything that I bought basically in the month of May. We've had some difficult shipping situations, so it may not be perfectly May, but my goal for these haul videos is to haul products that I bought a while ago, that I've been using for a while, so that I can give you a bunch of mini reviews instead of just a, oh, look how pretty this is, I wonder if it's any good. Timestamps by category in the description box below, as well as links to everything I'm going to talk about. I will tell you up front, it's a little bit, the way I've been shopping has been a little bit different lately. First off, I've been shopping more quality over quantity, and also, oh my gosh, we've had so many good sales that I've actually really been able to buy luxury makeup lately. Have you guys as well? If you do want in on the deals, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I don't post all of the deals, I only post my personal favorites, and they're usually really good, 50% off or more type of deals. I want to start off the makeup portion of this video with none other than my Pat McGrath haul. Oh my goodness, what an incredible find that deal was. So I did buy the Golden Opulence eyeshadow palette, and it is what I'm wearing today, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time reviewing this since it is now discontinued, but I'm really glad I finally got to try some of her neutral shadows. They're just so incredibly pretty and easy to work with. The Little Eye Ecstasy eyeshadow palettes are still available. They're back to full price at this point, but I did buy the Subversive. You know, the thing is, I wasn't that attracted to this eyeshadow palette or these eyeshadow palettes when I first saw them because the packaging isn't particularly exciting, but Timtalia did break down the price of these, and apparently these tiny little eyeshadow palettes are worth, I believe, $113, around that, so you're really getting the chance to try out some of her shimmers, which I absolutely think are the best part of Pat's eyeshadow formula. Now that I've played with the eyeshadows themselves, they're so incredibly stunning. Oh my goodness. You pair this with whatever mattes you have. You could make anything from an incredibly bright and bold look to a more neutral look with the gold and this kind of mauvey color. Oh, it's so incredible. This was such a good deal. I also bought her Lip Fetish lip balm in the shade Nude Astral. So I bought the Star Wars version of this. There we see a stormtrooper on this one. But the lipstick itself doesn't have anything tremendously characteristic of Star Wars. I guess it does say Star Wars, but that's it. But I really have to say, this is incredible. If you like a glittery lipstick, but you don't like the feel of glitter, you don't get that feel at all with this, and yet you get a very glittery look. It's incredibly gorgeous, and you know, so when we bought that, I think a lot of us bought that Sephora Favorites Give Me Some More Balm set. It came with the completely clear version of this. I don't have it near me because I actually have it in my bag. I feel like that's okay. It's okay. There's nothing particularly special about it. I really wish they'd included one of these in that kit so you could actually have the experience of how that glitter doesn't feel like glitter. I guess I feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity on Sephora's behalf because to me it's just so much less exciting than this particular lipstick. And then the Fenty website ran a 30% off sale. I've never seen 30% off. I don't think I've ever seen 30% off on Fenty's website. Maybe for Black Friday, possibly, but that was an incredible deal. So I grabbed the cream blush and bronzer and some gloss bombs. I think I want to start with the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush because I have a whole story of how I hated this initially, but now I absolutely love it. Wearing it today. This is the shade Strawberry Drip. You kind of have to know something about me really quickly here. So first off, I'm a little bit of a cynic up front, especially with anything that's high-end to luxury. I feel like I'm a lot more forgiving with drugstore products. I don't open them and think like, oh, you better absolutely wow me. But I am kind of like that with high-end to luxury. I'll buy a product, get it in the mail, and think, you better be really good. So you have to understand that I watched some reviews of this. I knew that people were saying the blushes are really small. Of course they're small. They're only $20, right? Of course they're small. However, I feel there's some kind of a difference in watching somebody unbox a product and tell you how small it is when they're extending it out with their arm. Like, it's almost easy to justify, oh no, it's that big. It's as big as their face, see? The reality is, when I got this, it's actually, let me hold it up to my face. It's this big. It's really, really small. Then I opened this blush up and I was like, oh my gosh, that is really, really bright. And then I went to put it on and I'm like, oh, it's really, really sheer. So I had all of these expectations not being met, I guess. But let me tell you the truth, after actually using this blush, after wearing it, after repeatedly going, oh, this is incredibly easy to apply, I actually love it. And that right there is why I don't do first impressions. I know a lot of people are saying apply this with your fingers, and I think that that is probably a really fantastic way to use it, but I've actually been enjoying applying it with a stippling brush. I'll put up the video I took of applying this today, and I'll put that up next to this so you can make sure to see what the color looks like in the pan versus actually applied. It really is one of those blushes that just melds into the skin, and I don't feel that you have to really be cautious in the way you apply it. With certain cream products, they're so creamy that it's difficult to apply them over powder. Putting powder over them kind of takes the edge off of it. However, today I just, I put on my foundation, put on my powder, and then sprayed my face down, and then had no problem applying this over it. So I've really come full circle in I want to try it, I bought it and I hate it, to I bought it, I love it, I kind of want to buy a couple more. But also on that note, I will say cream blushes any blush lasts a really, really long time. So I might buy maybe one more. I'm going to have to keep myself in check here. But yeah, it's really nice. Now with the cream bronzer, I almost bought the shade Amber, which I already own in her matchsticks. But after watching a lot of reviews, I finally was like, you know what? I think I want to try Butta Biscuit. So many people have been saying how stunning it is. So I went for that one instead, and I'm really glad I did because it is so stunning. This one reminds me of using what's the one that RMS makes called? Buriti bronzer. I liked that one, but I couldn't justify buying it because it's just so tiny for the price, whereas this one is very fair for the price, just as easy to work with, actually maybe even easier. I have to say, I think it's really funny that cream products are trending because I feel like I had a whole phase with cream products and I ended up moving away from it for two reasons. One being that my skin is no longer as dry as it used to be. I've normalized it a lot with skincare. It's still dry, but not as dry, not as flaky dry as it used to be. And also, cream products do go bad. They go bad a lot faster than powders. And in that aspect, I do think Fenty did a really good job of sizing these. You do use more bronzer than you use of the cream. You get about double the amount of bronzer, more than double, 0.22 ounces versus 0.10 with the blush. So I think they're sized very well. I think they're incredible products. Get the one that works for your skin the most. Don't necessarily buy them all since they do go bad quicker than a powder, but well done products. I love that I just said that, but I actually went overboard in buying glosses. So the first product I bought the Gloss Bomb in the shade Glass Slipper in the 30% off sale. Here's the thing about me and gloss. I've worn matte liquid lipsticks almost every day for years, but now that I'm unemployed, I just want to go for what's most comfortable. And we all know glosses are way more comfortable than matte liquid lipsticks. They just don't have the staying power. But if you're at home all day and you can reapply all day, you get what I'm saying, right? So Glass Slipper came into my life first, and I have to admit, I was really disappointed with it. Don't just click away and think I hate gloss bombs. So it's very sticky. It's very, very sticky. If you put your lips together like that, they will stick for a moment. So I was like, what? This is the exact opposite experience as I've heard from everybody who loves Fenty's gloss bombs. So I went back to the reviews on the Sephora site and I noticed a lot of people were saying that specifically about Glass Slipper. It seems like the other ones are fine, but something about this formula is stickier. So, I'm thinking in my head, I gotta buy another one. I have to buy another one of these to find out if it's just this one truly that is so sticky or if they are all sticky. Now, thankfully, On the Sephora website, the Glossy Passe, the holiday set, went on sale. I got the whole thing for $29, and I guess that was the Memorial Day sale. I am so happy to be able to tell you these are not sticky. It's almost like using a completely different formula from Glass Slipper. I'm wearing the shade Fussy today. This one has a little bit of glitter to it, but it's also that glitter that you can't feel. That is not the case with every one of these. However, again, it seems that this is an exclusive issue to the set. If you don't mind the feel of glitter, it's completely fine. I don't think this is even still available, so again, I won't spend too much time on it. But yes, it does seem that their exclusive shades to this kit are a little bit more gritty than Fussy. But I'm so glad I bought the set because I feel like I finally understand the hype. These are really nice. For being so thick, it's surprising how non-sticky they are. Oh my gosh, you guys. Speaking of lipsticks, I want to say something before I move into the skincare portion of this video. So, if you're having trouble understanding what lipsticks you like, or even trouble matching your foundation, I'm about to tell you to download an app just so we're on the same page. You're not sponsored in any way. Don't care if you don't download this app. But you guys have got to try an app that grabs color from your environment. So the name of the one that I grabbed is Color Grab. So this is what it looks like. This is just the one that I got. It was completely free. I'm sure there's others like it. Okay, so what you do is you point it at anything in your environment and it pulls out the exact color. You can take a picture of that and then go into here and see the RGB, HSV, light blue, so you really understand what color it is that you're looking at. And the reason I'm saying this in a makeup video is because that can be really helpful in using on your bare skin to understand your own undertones. So this is what came up for my lips. I had no idea that my lips are so pink. And when I figured this out, I was like, oh, that's the exact reason why I'm drawn to pink lipsticks as opposed to beige. I've never liked nude lipsticks on myself. I like pink. So, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, it's all clicking. So then I did it with my, just my skin, and sure enough, we've definitely validated the olive undertones in my skin. But I already knew that. What I didn't know is that I have a fair amount of gray to my skin. That was really interesting. I was like, oh, and that's the reason why I can wear that IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm gray and green with pink lips. I'm actually pretty high contrast. So really, really interesting. I think, again, if you're sitting there like, I don't really know what my undertones are, I don't really know what lipsticks compliment me, you might want to try one of these color grabbing apps. Let's move on to talking about skincare. So early in May, I placed one of the Platinum Perk Day orders on the Ulta website, and I purchased the Perricone MD Cold Plasma Plus Power Duo for, I think $30, something like that. It was an incredible deal. I'm really excited to try this again. I still haven't. This is the only product in this entire video that I haven't tried yet, but I'm thinking I want to do a retrial with this. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you. There was a time where if skincare didn't smell pleasant, I didn't particularly enjoy using it. And this Cold Plasma line has a bit of a track record for not smelling very good at all. However, the ingredients look absolutely incredible. I mean, this is jam-packed with effective ingredients. So we've got vitamin C, we've got DMEA, we've got peptides, we've got glycolic, all with no fragrance and very low in irritants. This looks quite good, so I want to give it another go and be a little more fair to stinky skincare. Again, some unscented products actually smell bad, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be bad on your skin. It might even be worth getting over stinky skincare. And then this was the Diamond Gift, the Rock Retinol Correction Eye Cream. I asked you guys on Instagram what you were more interested in seeing me review, and this one won by far. I have to admit, I actually really do like this. Let me show you the product. I always save the boxes so I can look at the ingredients. It is in a tube, and it is kind of a more light texture. I've been using it at night, though, and I will tell you this. I think that it is very low in retinol, and that's probably for the best. If you've ever overdone retinol in your eye area, it sucks. It sucks a lot. It sucks way more than overdoing it on the rest of your face because that area is already so sensitive. So I've been really pleased with it. I will also say it is not for people who are looking for the cleanest skincare. It does contain parabens, And here's the deal with parabens. They're very, very effective preservatives. Phenoxyethanol just doesn't compare to making this product last a long time. But some people are uncomfortable with parabens. That's totally fine, but I would avoid this product if that is the case for you. Oh, and also BHT, which is another ingredient some people do not like to use. But aside from that, I don't really see anything in here that is highly irritating. No fragrance in here, really no plant ingredients. Just looks like a very straightforward product, a little bit of a vitamin C derivative, some zinc, very straightforward. I'm pleased with this, very pleased with this. And then the Biossance Squalane and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this in this video because it looks like Biossance is going to be my next trial. I was really hoping it would be Rosen Skincare, but I'm still waiting on that order, so I'll probably talk more about this in that video. But I do want to say that for the time being, I am very pleased with this. This is zinc oxide 14% SPF 30. I had this idea in my head about this product before I bought it. First off, I thought it was going to be bigger. It is a very tiny tube, but I thought it was going to be bigger. However, I also thought, ooh, I bet that if you take zinc, which is, it's very white and it can definitely leave a white cast on your skin. I was like, I bet if you combine that with squalane, which I'm very familiar with from the ordinary squalane and now Biossance's as well, I was like, that just seems like it would combine into a really beautiful texture that would just glide into the skin and be very easy to buff in. So that's the thing. This is going to give you a white cast the second it touches your skin, but buff it in, it disappears very quickly. Some of these mineral sunscreens, you got to sit there and keep buffing forever. This one just, it definitely dissolves into the skin, basically. And I'm finally comfortable with accepting PR again. Was not comfortable in March and April, but I did receive these two products from a company called Mix Easy. This was really interesting to me. So what this Mix Easy website is you go on the website, you pick a product that you're interested in, say you want to make your own face cream, and what you do is you pick the ingredients that you want in that product. And it also tells you pretty clearly what those ingredients do, what you might use them for. You have quite a wide selection, and then you also have the option of fragrance or no fragrance, so you know what I went for. I'll tell you a little about the formulas that I chose. So first off, we'll start with the face cream. I chose the dry formula, and I put into it calendula, oats. I love oats, they're very calming. Arnica, also going incredibly well for me. Propolis, which I've loved for a while, and aloe vera. A lot of soothing ingredients is what I chose for mine. It was only $35. Really, really nice pump on this. It's one of those where you can lock it and then turn it to unlock it. 1.69 ounces, regular size, and only $35. Also, they gave me a code. I'll put that one up on the screen. I believe it's Alice. And something I want to make sure I comment on, because this is something that's very important to me. I did pick the dry formula, but I was thinking in my head, well, what is the base of that? What are your first 3 ingredients in your entire formula, basically? So I was so happy when I got this and I saw that it's a base of water, avocado oil, which is an incredible choice for a second ingredient, and then caprylic triglyceride, which just helps the product to be lighter in texture. It's an incredible face cream. They actually really floored me with this one. Quite nice. And then for the eye cream that I chose, same packaging. One thing you might want to note with the packaging on this is push down on it lightly, because a lot of product comes out. You only need a little for your eye area. So let's see what I chose for this one. Cucumber, hyaluronic acid, apple fruit extract, dragon's blood extract, and mullein flower extract. This one is $45, but just so you know, this is an entire ounce, which is shocking. I only expected a half ounce. So a half ounce is the normal size for eye cream, so this one is actually an incredible value. I do feel like it's really good attention to detail on these formulas. I don't see anything in here that would be irritating aside from the plant extracts that I specifically chose. So as long as you're not choosing ingredients that you are allergic to, it should be a really good experience for you. Again, I think products like this would really be for people who want very specific things in their skincare. I do feel like I've touched on making your own skincare products, and I definitely have done it, but I have to be honest with you. You have to buy a preservative. You have to buy these giant bottles of glycerin, etc., not to even mention your extracts. So it can be pricey to make your own. So really good prices to be able to make your own skincare. These did ship really quickly. That's something that I've been noticing about smaller companies. They seem to be able to ship a little quicker than stores like Sephora at this particular moment. And a nice little touch on both of these products is you can actually name your formulas. So I named my moisturizer Moisturize Me, and I named my eye cream Don't Blink. Just in case you forgot, I'm a little bit of a nerd. I also want to haul everything I bought in the Ulta Gorgeous Hair event, but it's so little. Oh my gosh, it's been so frustrating to shop the Ulta website when they're doing these big sales. I understand what happened though. Ulta usually does 90% of their business in the stores, so when they shut the stores and everybody was forced to go online, they just couldn't keep anything in stock. So I feel like I missed so much of what I wanted to buy, both in the 21 Days of Beauty and in the Gorgeous Hair event. However, you won't believe this. Or you will, because you're literally looking at hair that obviously I used some kind of a hair tool on. So the one that I used is the Bedhead TG A Wave We Go. Yes, I bought this for $20 in the sale, even though I said I don't use hair tools because they don't work on me. But on the day that this was 50% off, I was looking at it on the website and I was like, I think that would work. I think it would work because it looks like a crimper. And crimpers actually work on me. And that's the thing, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I really do think that this is a glorified crimper. But if you're into that, you know, I've only owned this for about a month at this point, and I gotta admit, I've probably used it 6 times, which is astronomical for me and a hair tool, but it's so easy to use. You know, you just clamp your hair with it. You can use big sections as well if you're like I am and you don't have the patience to segment your hair into 20 different segments to curl it. You just take six portions of your hair, 6 segments of your hair, clamp, 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 and then you got crimped hair. But, like I said, crimped hair. So after I finish crimping, I brush it out, which I know that's something that very few people would do with the hair tool, but it's very intense initially. I really should have taken a picture. I should have taken a picture. You basically have to imagine crimped hair, and then I brush it out and it ends up looking like this. But I'm really pleased with it. I feel like crimping actually gives volume to your hair. My hair is usually so incredibly flat, and it's got a little bit more body to it, so I kind of love it. I love that it is adjustable. I only ever use 250. I'm not going to burn my hair off. Honestly, though, I think we need to bring crimping back. I think it's a really cute style that people constantly associate with the 80s, and it's sad. It's such a good way for fine-haired people like myself to add volume. Bring crimping back. And the only other hair product that I was actually able to catch was the Caracolor Color Conditioner. I did talk highly of this in the Ulta Gorgeous Hair Event video that I did, and I'm so glad that I got it. This is such a good conditioner. It just leaves your hair so soft, and if you do have blonde hair, the Platinum has a little bit of purple to it, so it will help to keep brassiness out. I know a lot of people think this is expensive, but I honestly think it's just the shape of the bottle. This is 12 ounces. It's not that small. It looks smaller than some 12-ounce bottles. I did buy 2 of these. I have one in the bathroom now and one for later. So glad that I got this. It's so softening to your hair. And then last, I do want to include some supplements. I already talked about this one in my empties video, but I just wanted to show you guys what the full size looks like. This is the Time Capsule supplement from Hush and Hush. It's such an incredible multivitamin, and I'm not even a multivitamin person, but I love this. It was when I took it out of my routine, when I ran out of it, that I realized I have to buy more of that. And then these were gifted to me from Live Well. Oh, I was so excited to get some collagen peptides. Let's just talk about these individually. The collagen peptides, I want to take a moment to clarify some things on collagen. I feel like I see such an astronomical amount of misinformation about collagen, so we really have to have an honest conversation here. So first off, collagen peptides are not the same as collagen. Collagen, as it appears in something like bone broth, is too large of a molecule to most likely do very much for your skin. That is why you need the peptides. You know, back when I was getting my nutrition degree, I remember talking about collagen in my proteins class, and what we had said at the time was, you know, there's maybe something to this, but we just don't have the research yet. The thing is, we do now. We've been doing more and more research, and I actually semi-rant here about science and scientists versus non-scientists, I've noticed that like, you can very easily tell if somebody is a scientist, or at least has background in the sciences, by their willingness to change their mind on something. You know, in the sciences, you're taught that new information comes in every day and you need to adjust your mindset to the new information. However, I sometimes see people not willing to do this, and I'm just always like, that's not a very scientific approach. You have to adapt to new information. So that's why I've been so excited about collagen. As we're starting to see this research come out, it's looking very promising, but I would absolutely recommend to you an amount such as what you find in this product. You're getting 10 grams in here. That's what you need. At least that's the amount that we're seeing in the published literature. And again, you need peptides. So this is a really great option. And what I like about this one, I recently talked about going too inexpensive with my collagen. This one actually dissolves very well. And this is going to be the bovine form. This is going to be types 1 and 3. So if what you are looking for from your collagen is for it to benefit your skin as well as potentially your joints, this would be the form that I would go with. They also sent me their Beyond Greens supplement. So it's been a while since I've used greens powders, and I gotta admit, I forgot initially how to use them. I've used so many flavored mixes lately. So initially I took this and I dumped it into almond milk. And let me just tell you something. Unsweetened, unflavored almond milk plus this was not the best combination. I would not recommend that to you. I can very, very distinctly remember the flavor of that combination. Because facts, I grew up poor. I've said this many times, and if you grew up poor and you make a concoction that is not tasty, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna drink it and you are going to forever remember that flavor. But then I remembered that the best way that I've found to use greens powders is to put them into a smoothie. And it's the time of year for smoothies. Oh, that's absolutely the way to do it. You don't really taste it if it's in a chocolate smoothie. It might have a little bit of a taste to it, but not in any kind of an unpleasant way. This one blends in well also. And stuff like this, a greens powder is really nice as a general daily supplement, kind of if you're not sure that you're getting all of your greens, if you're not sure you're eating enough fruits and vegetables through the day, something like this is really helpful. Theirs is especially interesting because they actually have some adaptogen ingredients in here, rhodiola rosea, reishi mushroom. I believe we've talked about those on this channel before, as well as some probiotic ingredients. Really well done. This company also gave me a code, so I'll make sure that that is on the screen and in the description box as well. And that is all I have for today's monthly haul video. I'm really trying to keep these a monthly thing. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by hitting that like button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you all next time.